Welcome in to Bobcat Live. We are inside Rosie's at Wayward Social.
Today's game on KFJB-TV is brought to you by Assured Partners, Boy Scouts of America, Edward Jones, Agent Zach Wall, Embers Retirement Community, Honest Heating and Cooling, Jensen Ford, Legends American Grill, Lennox Employees Credit Union, Marshalltown Area Chamber, Marshalltown Community College, McGregor's Furniture and Mattress, Pence Appliance and TV, Wayward Social, Zeno's, Wandering Creek, Wells Fargo Advisors, Laurel Diesel Services, Calvin Rocket, your Marshalltown Hy-Vee, Central State Bank. Countdown to tip-off on your home for the Bobcats, KFJB-TV.
So they're 0-2 in the new year. We'll see how they come out strong here tonight on the road. We've got a good one coming up for you in the boys' game, and a little bit later we'll get you bonus coverage of girls basketball when we come back. This is the Countdown to Tip-Off. You're watching KFJB-TV.
You're an empty nester closing in on that retirement property. Chances are your plans didn't include mom moving in, but life happens and you do the right thing. Wells Fargo Advisors can help. For more than 105 years, we've created wealth management and investment strategies aimed at achieving our clients' personal financial goals. When retirement means caring for yourself and a loved one, turn to Wells Fargo Advisors. Together, we'll go far.
Wells Fargo Advisors is located at 14 East South Ridge Road in Marshalltown. Call them at 641-752-5401. They're a member of SIPC.
As you walk inside, you know right away the place for fun is Wayward Social. There's always plenty of bowling action. Plan for your next outing to include bowling at Wayward Social. Also, meet your friends for lunch, dinner, or your favorite beverages. You will also absolutely love their daily lunch specials, Monday through Friday, including pizza by the slice. You choose the toppings. Wayward Social is now open at 11:30 a.m., 7 days a week. Wayward Social on South 6th Street in Marshalltown. Welcome back inside the Marshalltown Roundhouse. Brandon Lewis with you on a Super Tuesday tonight here on KFJB-TV. Girls basketball game here tonight. Bobcats winning it handedly right now, 42-18 with just under 5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Sydney Capeyu has been on fire tonight. She has 7 points to her name, and she's made a 3 in there as well, as Bobcats have really played well inside the Roundhouse. A little slow start after being off of a week, but definitely bounce back. So 42-18 is our score with 4:36 to go in the basketball game. 6 points tonight for Kinsley Bowie. 4 here tonight for Ellie Hughes. Aubrey Tejada with 4 points as well tonight. As a free throw made right there by Des Moines East. Jalea Hardy, the freshman at 5'10". They'll dump it in, right block to Sydney Capeyu. Turnaround jumper off the glass. 9 now tonight for Sydney Capeyu, as she has been really good tonight. Finally, a little bit of a coming out party for her, as she's been a little bit slow going. She battled a little bit of an illness as the season started, and then finally has got it going. 4:05 in the fourth quarter, 44-20. Timeout on the floor. We'll take a timeout with them. You're watching bonus girls coverage right here on KFJB. 24-point lead for the Bobcats in the fourth quarter on their home floor against the Des Moines East Scarlets tonight. Timeout was taken by Des Moines East. Renetta Rice barking out the signals out of the timeout, and East with a turnover back to the Bobcats. Millie Heitman brings it up court. Swing it across the perimeter. Back to Kinsley Bowie, left wing, dumps it in. Left blocked. And Frankie Long loses it, has it taken away. And back the other way it will go. Good steal right there by Aisha Thompson for Des Moines East. She'll try baseline after that steal. Puts up and under layup. It's no good. And we're nearing 3.5 minutes to go. Heitman, a good idea, but not executed, as that one is out of bounds at the baseline. A turnover on the Bobcats, sailing that one over the head. Baseline right side, East will inbound in the backcourt. Tabitha Hockmuth will run the point. She dribbles to the right wing. And Tejada ties her up. A reach-in foul is going to be called on Tejada first. That is her first of the night. Fourth team foul, so one more, and Des Moines East will be shooting free throws. And now pick. Bowie will take it coast to coast. Layup. It is good. And Bowie for two more. 46-20. Bobcats rolling. Well, on their way to another victory this season, as East will counter with a missed three, as Heitman with the rebound for the Bobcats. Bowie dribbles to the right, high post, picks it up, passes out to the right wing, takes a shot now as she gets the feedback on the right high post, and the shot's no good, but the rebound down low to Frankie Long on the right block, so a good job by her as one of the top rebounders in Class 5A in girls basketball. All's in that one and gives second life on an offensive possession right here. Baseline right side. There's a foul called there on Des Moines East, their first of the fourth quarter. Now Frankie has it taken away, but Height gathers it in, and she'll throw it away. As that one, the intended target, Amira Johnson on the far sideline. That one is out. So the Bobcat ladies going to improve to 5-6 with a victory here tonight, well over their 3 wins from a year ago. Frankie Long with a block shot inside, but they say a foul as Jalea Hardy goes up with it on the right block, and that'll send Hardy. She is a 5'10 freshman. She'll go to the line for 2 as that was a shooting foul. Frankie Long with just her first foul of the night. Des Moines East with the game here tonight. They're going to drop to 1-10 on the season. Jumper free throw shot. It is good for Des Moines East. 46-21. 3 points now for Jalea Hardy for Des Moines East. She'll take a couple dribbles and puts up the free throw, and it's off the back of the iron. Follows her shot. She was almost able to get her in there and get that one. Enough to maybe put a little pressure on Georgia Jansen, who loses it right underneath the hoop on the baseline. So East will retain possession. Now Hardy gets the inbounds pass. Free throw line jumper. Jansen gets the rebound. Did not draw an iron, did Brooklyn Smith. And so Bobcats come away with it. Inside to Ellie Hughes. Turnaround jumper inside the paint underneath the hoop off the glass. Good for 2, 48-21. We'll talk to head coach Brian Murphy of the girls basketball squad. Coming up at halftime of the boys game. Now Millie Heitman with a steal. She'll take it up. No numbers, but she's going to take it herself. She's looking at the left block to Amara Johnson, but one of the Scarlets in Brooklyn Smith steps in front. And that will be out of bounds on the Scarlets last. So 48-21 the score. Bobcats leading it fourth quarter, 1:50 to go. Inbounds pass to Georgia Jansen. Tries to go up strong with it on the left block. Can't get it to go. Now forces a jump ball as the ball was rattling around underneath the hoop. Possession arrow is with the Scarlets. Again, you're listening to bonus girls basketball coverage in the Iowa Lions Conference tonight here on KFJB News Talk 1230 AM 93.9 FM, as well as here on KFJB-TV. 48-21 is our score as the girls will see the Scarlets turn it over back to the Bobcats. 1:35 to go in this one. Amara Johnson will get the inbounds. Over the Bobcat logo at midcourt. Tanya Mora to Tejada, right wing. Jumper is no good. Rims out straight on up to the free throw line. Ellie Hughes gets in a tie-up. And they say possession arrow with East. But there was just a jump ball and possession arrow went to East. So it should be Bobcat basketball. But we also thought there was a point not given to the Bobcats. They should have had a 28-8 lead at halftime. But scoreboard stuck at 26-8 because Amara Johnson scored a bucket right before half. But nevertheless, I don't think 2 points going to matter in this one tonight. 48-21, Bobcats leading it as we are under a minute. Bobcats throw it up court, and it is turned over. And now turned over right back to them as a travel by Kate Stemsrud. The senior at 5'5", guard will turn it over. And Bobcat basketball, right side of your radio dial and your TV screen. Tanya Mora runs the point. Ellie Hughes, sloppy ball control right there. She tried to underhand one quick over to the right wing, and it was just not on point. Bobcats have done a pretty nice job, though, tonight overall, especially with some of their control and getting the ball over midcourt. East will take it, tries to go all the way coast to coast. Hockmuth misses on that shot. Bobcats have it. Amara Johnson, a run out, good layup, 50-21. And the round is on inside the roundhouse. Now Amara Johnson with another steal. Picked up her dribble. She did travel there. She kind of continued on. She got caught up. The defender stepped inside Stemsrud in her path. And that will be a turnover on the Bobcats back to the Scarlets with the final 10 seconds in this one. Long shot will come here before the buzzer. It is going to be no good. And a final score, 50-21. A big rout for the Bobcat girls basketball team as they get the victory here tonight and send the Roundhouse go to 5-6 on the season. With the loss, the Scarlets drop to 1-9. Bobcat ladies, they will be back in action coming up next week. As they do, or actually, they'll be in action on Saturday. It was the makeup on the road at Waterloo East, but they have Grinnell on Monday nights. We'll have that one for you on the road Monday night. But, Des Moines East tonight, then at Waterloo East on Saturday, and then Grinnell on Monday. And so that's a slate coming up for the Bobcat girls basketball team. Good win for them tonight, 50-21, 5-6. On the regular season. We'll step aside. When we come back, we will get you the keys to the game for the Bobcat boys basketball game. We'll get you ready and set to go on the countdown to tip-off right here on KFJB-TV.
At Sports Plus Sports Medicine and Physical Therapy Center, we customize each patient's treatment plan to their individual needs. What does that mean? It means that not every back or knee problem is treated the same, and that your program will be unique and designed especially for your needs or problem. This improves how quickly you will return to work or sports. The Sports Plus staff is encouraging and takes pride in your successful recovery. This is just one more reason why champions choose Sports Plus Physical Therapy as their favorite place to rehabilitate and train.
You should never have to wait after ordering new appliances. At Penn's Appliance, you wouldn't. With an incredible selection in stock and ready to install today. Our friendly team is here to help you pick the perfect set to match your style. And let our professional technicians install and set up your new appliances, often delivering the very next day. Stop in today, see all the new features, and find your new look at Penn's Appliance. For sales and service of everything appliance, go see the Pence team.
It is a Super Tuesday inside the Marshalltown Roundhouse. Bobcats, Scarlets tonight on a Super Tuesday. Great to have you along. I'm Brandon Lewis as we bring you into our keys to the game here tonight for the Bobcats and the Scarlets. Well, first off for the Bobcats, of course, it's been a layoff, and it's cold outside, so ice, baby. You going to be hot or you got ice in your veins here tonight? We'll see if the Bobcats can keep it going. Last time these two teams met, Kyle Smith made 8 threes, and he was so pivotal. I'm calling for 10 threes tonight for Kyle Smith. We'll see if he gets going. Of course, he is number 1 in Class 4A with 43 shots made. Meanwhile, on the other side of things for the Scarlet, do they have Scarlet fever? They're 1-9. They're down in the dumps. Can they get themselves out? Do they need a shot in their veins or something to get them going behind head coach DeMarco Turner? Of course, coming into this one, Craig Farley, 5.6 per game. He's been picking it up a little bit. Last time the Bobcats saw him over a month ago, 0 points in that matchup. We'll see who else. Abel Michael, he's very able, 11 points per game. He came off the bench. He's now a starter tonight for the Des Moines East Scarlets. So a lot to see with Des Moines East as they are on a 4-game losing streak. Bobcats lost their last one, 49-32 to Ames. But before that, it was a meeting between these two teams, 73-32 back on December 19th. That is our keys to the game here tonight. Coming up next, it's our Cat Connection. We'll check that out with Georgia Jansen and our pregame chat with head coach Mike Apple. This is the countdown to tip-off. You're watching KFJB-TV.
You'll find the perfect mattress for you at McGregor's Furniture and Mattress. You choose the firmness, comfort, and support level, all at a great price. McGregor's always has a great selection of sofas, recliners, dining room, and bedroom furniture to help you live and relax in comfort and style. Their staff will help you find just what you're looking for. McGregor's Furniture and Mattress, downtown Marshalltown, is open 7 days a week. They're proud to support Bobcat Athletics.
Picture yourself at Marshalltown Community College. Become a Tiger for life. Visit ntc.iavalley.edu. Locations in both Marshalltown and Grinnell.
It's our Cat Connection on KFJB-TV. Georgia Jansen joining us now as she is a sophomore for Marshalltown girls basketball. As, over the break, I'm sure it was a good opportunity to continue to work on the game. Ladies going in 4-5, defeated Des Moines East. Feeling good for the second half, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. What's kind of stood out in that first half of the season for you that's gone really well that you feel has been kind of instrumental to the success?
Well, our defense is definitely what's keeping us in it, and we're doing really good at that. And we're working well together.
Yeah, definitely seen ball movement and rebounding way improved from last year. Obviously, having a 6'1" center helps with that, but it seems like a lot of the players around too, even some of the smaller guards, getting involved in that rebounding. How much is Coach Murray kind of preach? This has got to be a team effort on that side.
Yeah, and sometimes we're not so good at boxing out, but with Frankie, she just reaches and gets the ball. So
She's going to win a lot of those, right?
Yeah.
This season, to see the success eclipse last year's win mark, how much do you feel like that kind of reinvigorates you for the rest of the season, just kind of lighting that fire inside you to keep that kind of momentum going?
Well, definitely last year we didn't always think we're going to win, but this year, Millie and I today were looking at all the games and we were like, oh, we could win this one and this one. And last year we didn't really have that.
How do you kind of keep, one game at a time approach, right? You don't want to look too far ahead, but also you want to kind of mark those games on the calendar that you want to win, that type of thing. How do you kind of stay balanced?
Well, Murphy just kind of gets us ready for the next game, and we just kind of remembering from last year how it was, and if we've already played them, just doing better.
Yeah, always trying to improve. All right, so sophomore season, we've seen you in some activities. What kind of sports are you all involved in?
This year I tried cross country.
Okay. How'd it go?
And then I'm going to do soccer, and we'll either do track or tennis. I haven't decided yet.
All right. Well, definitely have some great tennis facilities here at Marshalltown High School. Best of luck rest of the season. All right.
Thank you.
All right. That is Georgia Jansen with us on our Cat Connection on KFJB-TV.
The right insurance agent can make all the difference. Assured Partners agents represent multiple insurance companies. They can pick and choose from a larger variety of outstanding insurance options. Assured Partners also handles life and health insurance and Medicare supplement coverage. With access to local, regional, and national insurance companies, Assured Partners will create policies tailored to the coverage you need. For more information, go online to assuredpartners.com/Marshalltown. Power through partnership with Assured Partners in Marshalltown, Toledo, and West Des Moines.
Scouts in Marshalltown go on fun adventures. Scouts learn about the outdoors. Scouts learn character building. Scouts learn citizenship. Scouts learn life skills. Scouts learn to be leaders. Scouts go to fun summer camps, and Scouts get a head start in life. Marshalltown has produced over 200 Eagle Scouts in our over 70-year history and have provided over 1 million hours of service to our community. To learn more about joining Scouting in Marshalltown, go to iascouts.org. Adventure on!
Welcome back into the Countdown to Tip-Off here on KFJB-TV. Brandon Lewis with you, is joined by head coach Mike Apple. It is our Exterior Plus Home Remodeling pregame chat with Coach as the Bobcats finally back inside the Roundhouse after nearly over a week break for the Bobcats in their last game. They lost at the hands of the Ames Little Cyclones. Last time you were playing before winter break, it was against Des Moines East. You've only played one game, but 27 points you scored in the third quarter and a huge blowout on the road. You welcome the Scarlets in here. It's been a little bit of a layoff. How's the team handled itself?
For the most part, pretty good. Just consistently being ready to practice and practicing hard, and that's a tough thing when you have 3 games in a week and they all get canceled. So we're just working our way through it, and I think our guys are excited to play tonight.
DeMarco Turner is the head coach for the Des Moines East Scarlets. facing a team second time around. They know a little bit more about you. You know a little bit about them. What makes it challenging, though, to go against a team for the second time, to knowing that, the first time you really took care of business?
Yeah, I think that's exactly right, is being ready to play. And, our kind of our scout today was we have to approach this like it's a new team, and we haven't played them before, and really go into it like, hey, we're like take that same mindset, take that same thing of approaching a game like we're playing Ames. And that's what we really need to focus on doing and be ready to play.
Those 3 games last week canceled. There's going to be a rust factor, I'm sure, at some point tonight. How do you get your guys over that hump and not get discouraged?
Continue to play hard, continue to get stops on defense. That'll initiate a lot of our offense for us, and doing the things we continue to talk about all season long, communicating, talking on defense, giving good effort, and, sharing the ball and making the right play.
It's really hard to get an assessment of your team after you've really been off almost 3 weeks now, it seems like, at this point. So when you get into the grind here, you're going to be playing 3 games a week, it seems like, for the next few weeks. What do you tell your team? I mean, aside from the playing hard and all that kind of stuff, I mean, that focus to be able to go night in and night out.
Well, there's a standard we've set, and we need to make sure we reach that every single time we step on the floor, and that's not only in games, it's practice, it's every single day. So those are things we do, is just stay consistent in what we do, and the rest will, hopefully take care of itself if you do those things.
Setting the standard, Kyle Smith, he's still number 1 in Class 4A in 3-pointers made, even though you guys haven't played a whole lot of games, here in the second half of the season. So his game, how's he been in practice? Because it seems like, obviously, he shows up in the game, but you've said a lot about his practice as well.
Yeah, he's just a guy he's ready every practice. He wants to be here. He works hard. He wants to continue to get better, and that's why he's having success on the floor. I mean, it's just how he approaches the game. It's pretty special to see that for a kid that's a sophomore right now.
Hey, Coach, good luck tonight. Appreciate the time.
Thank you.
All right, Scarlets and Bobcats coming up in just a little bit. We will get you tonight's starting lineups when we come back right here on your home for the Cats, KFJB-TV.
My name's Lake Schultz. I'm the co-owner of Exterior Plus Home Remodeling. At Exterior Plus, we truly strive to build relationships one customer at a time. And that's why we're the Midwest's #1 choice in full home remodels. Located in Marshalltown, Iowa, as well as Lincoln, Nebraska, we pride ourselves in providing quality service on time, every time. Give us a call for a free inspection and estimate at 844-261-6111. That's 844-261-6111. Thanks. Talk to you soon.
With over 10,000 cars at our disposal, Jensen Ford.
Hold on. Not really how we do things at Jensen Ford.
How about, it's never been a better time to buy a brand new...
Yeah, we don't really do that either. When you're ready to buy a car, we'll be ready to help.
Try this. We'll get you in and out faster than a speeding...
We don't do that either. At Jensen Ford, we'll take as much time as you need to find the right vehicle. We're not just moving cars, but we're building relationships.
Oh, maybe more of a, this is where your family buys their vehicles.
There you go. More like that.
Today's game on KFJB-TV is brought to you by McGregor's Furniture and Mattress. Quality furniture for every room in your home. Pence Appliance and TV. For sales and service of everything appliance, come see the Pence team. Wayward Social. The place for bowling, games, food, and more. Wells Fargo Advisors. Marshalltown. Sports Plus. Sports Medicine and Physical Therapy Center. SportsPlusTherapy.com.
Super Tuesday inside the Roundhouse. By the way, we got a little bit more snow on the ground than when we shot that video. That is for sure. It's good to be in action again tonight as the Bobcats have had a layoff, to say the least. Their last game back on Friday, not last Friday, but the Friday before on January 5th. So it's been about 10 days since the Bobcats have been in action as they take on the Des Moines Scarlets tonight inside the Roundhouse. Let's get you to tonight's starting lineup. All brought to you by Sandvik Enterprises. Let them deliver for you while we deliver you the starting lineup. First off, for the 1-9 Scarlets behind head coach DeMarco Turner, it'll be Abel Michael, a junior. Last matchup, 11 points, 6 rebounds against the Bobcats back on December 19th. As the Bobcats won that one 73-32. He was not in the starting lineup that night or even really previously coming into that night, but a good showing since then. He'll be in the lineup, number 1, Abel Michael. Number 3, Jamal Taylor, 6'1 senior, gets the start, averaging 5.8 points per game, 4.5 rebounds per game as well. Number 11, Tegan Warren, 3.8 points per game. He's 6'1 junior, 0 points and just 2 rebounds in the previous meeting with the Bobcats. Craig Farley came off the bench in the previous meeting. He'll get the start tonight, number 13, averaging 5.6 points per game, 2.6 rebounds per game, a junior at 5'8". And rounding out the starting 5 for the Des Moines East Scarlets tonight, Tate Warren, 3.2 points per game, 4.3 rebounds per game, 6'1 junior and a guard, 0 points, 5 rebounds in the previous matchup with the Marshalltown Bobcats. As so far this year, the Scarlets averaging 40 points per game, giving up 73 points per game. We'll see if the Bobcats can match that here tonight. That's what they scored against the Bobcats in the previous meeting. Now for the Marshalltown Bobcats, 4-5, 3-1 in the Iowa Alliance Conference behind 6-year head coach Mike Apple, assisted by Brynjar Brynjolfsson, averaging 49 points per game, as well as giving up 53 points per game. Number 1, Carter Gianetto will get the start tonight, 8.6 points per game, a 5'10 senior, committed to go play at Simpson. Number 3, Trayshawn Brooks. He is 4th in 4A with 5 assists per game, 7.3 points per game, 4.5 rebounds per game, a 6'1 senior for the Cats. Number 10, Kyle Smith. He has 96 attempted threes, leads 4A in that category, also leads 4A in three-pointers made with 40. Number 10, just a sophomore, 6'3", Kyle Smith. His brother Corey Smith gets the start tonight, number 11, 7 points per game, 3.6 rebounds per game, a 6'1 senior. And rounding out the starting 5 for the Marshalltown Bobcats tonight, number 24, Rogelio Sarin, the 6'1 senior, 4.8 points per game, 3.8 rebounds per game, as the Bobcats 4-1 in their last 5 games, looking to get out of the funk they had in their last game against the Ames Little Cyclones, which put a lot of teams in funk, as they are a very good defensive squad. Last meeting between the Scarlets and the Bobcats back on December 19th, as I mentioned, it was a 73-32 win for the Cats. 27-point third quarter for the Bobcats as they were able to dominate the Scarlets that night. Bobcats did win the rebounding category 30-29. They had 14 steals and only committed 8 turnovers. Of course, Coach Apple always talks about turnovers, but the Bobcats were really good with their ball control in that game. Starting lineups being announced here inside the Roundhouse. That is our lineups. Again, all brought to you by Sandvik Enterprises in Marshalltown. Tip-off is next on a Super Tuesday inside the Marshalltown Roundhouse right here on your home for the Cats, KFJB-TV.
How can you help Marshalltown High School and enjoy a mouth-watering burger at the same time? By ordering the Bobcat Burger at Legends American Grill. 2 quarter-pound patties with crisp bacon strips, sauteed onions, and melted American cheddar, jack, and Swiss cheeses on top of fresh shredded lettuce on a toasted bun. It's absolutely delicious. $1 from every Bobcat Burger sold is donated by Legends to Marshalltown High School activities. So, enjoy a Bobcat Burger and help MHS. The Bobcat Burger, another exclusive from Legends American Grill in Marshalltown.
Welcome in to Bobcat Live. We are inside Rosie's at Wayward Social. Will take the 3. Boy, that's a pure bucket right there. Super Tuesday, we are back in action tonight. The Marshalltown Bobcats and the Des Moines East Scarlets. Brandon Lewis with you as we are inside the Roundhouse ready to get going. Bobcats in their white tops and bottoms, blue numbers outlined in red. Meanwhile, for the Des Moines East Scarlets, black tops and bottoms, white numbers outlined in red. Bobcats 4-1 in their last 5 games. East Scarlets are 1-4
as the Cats look for the sweep on the season as they defeated the Scarlets earlier this year. Brandon Lewis with you inside the Roundhouse. We've got Jesse DeMar, Keith Stewart on camera work, Zach Tomish, our producer, on site, Jeff Brooks back at the KFJB studios. It'll be Corey Smith to jump for the Bobcats against Tate Warren, the 6'1 junior for the Des Moines Scarlets. 8 minutes on the clock. We are ready to go here tonight inside the Roundhouse. Blackout tonight for the student section. As here we go. East will win the opening tip. And they'll control it on the right side of your radio dial and your TV screen. Helio Sarin guarding on Tegan Warren. They'll lose the basketball. Here's Corey Smith. He'll push the issue up court quickly. Down to the left block. Tries to get it out to the left wing where Kyle Smith was wide open, but the ball was tipped out of there. East will come away with it. Back in transition. Right wing. Abel McKell. He's very able of the three. 47% from long distance on the season. He is definitely a sharp shooter for this East squad. You have to get a guy on him. Baseline drive, cross-court pass. And picking it up on a travel is going to be called on Tate Warren. Bobcat basketball. Nearly 45 seconds gone here in this opening quarter. And the Bobcats and the Scarlets, no points. Inbounds goes to Trayshawn Brooks. He'll get it over the timeline. Swings it, Rogelio Sarin, right wing. Trayshawn Brooks, left wing. Kick out, Kyle Smith tries to get the three, cannot get it to go. Kyle definitely struggled with his shot against the Ames Little Cyclones. Didn't hit three in that one until way late. I believe he had one in the second half, but by then, Ames had really done a lot of the damage in that game. Still scoreless inside the Roundhouse. 6.5 minutes to go. As the Scarlets will open up the scoring. It is a reverse underneath layup. Good for Craig Farley, averaging 5.6 points per game. And the 5'8 junior puts in the first bucket of the night. That one for the red and black. Bobcats with the basketball, top of the key. Over to Giannetto, left wing. Gets a screen from Rogelio Sarin. Drives in, and the scoop and score attempt. No good by Carter Giannetto. Maybe got a knee to the thigh or something. Kind of walking with a limp right there. He's going to go to the free throw line for 2 free throws, as it was a shooting foul. Shot was no good. Giannetto, 8.6 points per game on the season, 63% free throw shooter. First free throws up, and it is good for Carter Giannetto. .6:13 stopped on the clock here in the opening quarter. We're tied at 2 apiece as Giannetto drops in both free throws. Bobcats as a team overall a 58% free throw shooting team. And drive down the right side of the paint. Craig Farley loses it out of bounds. Bobcat basketball turnover. 6:06 in the opening quarter of play. Trayshawn Brooks in the backcourt will control the basketball, getting the feed from Carter Giannetto over the Bobcat logo at midcourt. Gives over to Rogelio Sarin, right wing. Looking back door to Kyle Smith. It's tipped out of there by Tegan Warren. Baseline right side. Bobcats will have it as we're tied 2-2. Kyle Smith will be the inbound man. They'll look for Giannetto. Bounce pass over to the right wing. Now back to the top of the key. Trayshawn Brooks has it. Kyle Smith pops open. Right wing. Defense there to guard him. Sure, that's been an emphasis for DeMarco Turner and his squad. Get a guy on Kyle Smith. Giannetto, free throw line jumper is no good. Rims out right side. East has it. Quickly push up court in transition. Michael tries for the three. Can't get it to go as the Bobcats come away with it. Smith in transition. Boom, right there. Left wing three is good for Kyle Smith. Number 1 in 4A in threes made. He's got his first of the night. 5-2 Cats. Tegan Warren controlling the basketball. Hands off, Craig Farley, left wing. Now drives down to the left block, and floater's no good. Trayshawn rips away the rebound on the left block, and he'll bring it up court himself. Up court to Kyle Smith. He was getting himself set up for a three, but the defense stepped in. Now Corey Smith, drive, right side, layup is good. and it's good for the Bobcats, who lead it 7-2, and a timeout is going to be called on the floor by the Scarlets. 4:47 opening quarter inside the Roundhouse on KFJB-TV.
Small businesses are the backbone of our community. Marshalltown Area Chamber of Commerce reminds you that when you shop locally, you are benefiting members of our community and adding to our local community overall. You'll find local business owners are generally more knowledgeable, provide better service, and even know their customers by name. Marshalltown Area Chamber of Commerce exists to be an advocate for our business community. Membership in the Chamber benefits your business and adds to the strength of our advocacy efforts. For more information on shopping locally and Chamber membership, go to Marshalltown.org.
This is Galil Joy. You're watching Bobcat basketball on KFJB-TV.
That's right, Jor let it soar, bringing us back from our break. Really hard worker in practice. We talked to Coach Apple on Bobcat Live last Thursday about some of the guys maybe not getting the starting minutes. Galil Jor, one of the guys working hard in practice, a 5'10 senior, and you got to like that guy. I mean, he just, every time he gets into the game, it is instant energy coming off the bench. That is for sure. 7-2 our score back inside the Roundhouse. They're doing the juicy wiggle. A little early if you ask me, but that's fine. If anything goes like it did last time between these two teams, you're going to want to do the juicy wiggle early because people were hitting the gates early in that one. But 73-32, that one back in December. We'll see if the Bobcats can take a big care of business. Early on, they are 7-2. As the clock now counting is DeMarco Turner. He is the head coach this year for the Des Moines East Scarlets. Up high, Jamal Taylor, high points of basketball at the free throw line, dribbled down to the left block, but they say he traveled before he got there. Turnover, Scarlets. But back to DeMarco Turner, head coach for the Scarlets. He is an East grad himself. He played at Central College and, of course, took over for Larry Mason, who resigned after being placed on administrative leave last year. 7-2 our score inside the Roundhouse as Bobcats have back after the Scarlet turnover. Trayshawn Brooks behind the back, fancy dribbling, a little bit loose with it, throws the ball away. A turnover on the Bobcats. Yeah, got a little wild there, Trayshawn. It's been a little while since he's been out there on the floor in heated competition. So trying to get a feel for the basketball here tonight as the Bobcats turn it over. 4 minutes to go in the opening quarter as he was trying to get it to Kyle Smith, but he was not able to get there before it went out of bounds on the far side. Abel Michael turnaround jumper, right block. They set it up for him, but he can't hit the shot. Corey Smith with the rebound brings it up court himself. Dribbles to the free throw line. Over to Kyle Smith. Three, right wing, rattles it home. His second one of the night. And Kyle Smith, the sophomore, leading the state in three-pointers made, just continues to put them in from long range. Cats now lead at 10-2 with 3.5 minutes to go in the opening quarter inside the Roundhouse. Good defense by Rogelio Sarin on Tegan Warren at the right block. He had to get the ball out of there. Now Warren back with it as he trades places with Jamal Taylor. He's down to the right block. Michael, three from long distance. It's no good from straight on. Rebound put back by Taylor down low, and the left block was no good. Now he gets it back, and right block it's good this time for Jamal Taylor. 1 point, 3 rebounds, 3 assists in the previous meeting. With the Bobcats back on December 19th, he has his first bucket. Now Trayshawn, sloppy with the ball control again. Throws it right to Abel Michael. Michael hits the turf and now is body checked by Trayshawn. He's going to pick up the foul. That's a frustration foul right there if I've ever seen one. And you don't see a lot of those. Trayshawn Brooks usually fairly cool, calm, and collected, but maybe a little rust here tonight with the ball handling skills. And coming out on the foul. So 10-4 our score. Bobcats leading by 6. First foul of the night on Trayshawn Brooks. First team foul as well here in the first. Jacob Thiessen is checked in for the Bobcats, and he gets enough in the way of Craig Farley and his shot. No good. Rebound up to Kyle Smith. Brings it up the far side himself. Now back to Corey Smith, right wing. Out of Trayshawn Brooks, top of the key. Swing it near side. Rogelio fake the three. Drives baseline. Rogelio Sarin. Introduce yourself to this game. 2 points. It's 12-4. And a great play by the senior right there. Fake three and drive left baseline. 12-4. A step back three. It's going to be off the right side of the iron. No good. Corey Smith with the rebound. 3 put up by Craig Farley. Not able to hit that shot. Trayshawn Brooks quickly up the court. Far side. Drives baseline. Down to the right block. He's going to be bumped on Jamal Taylor. And Taylor will pick up the second foul of the night on the East Scarlets. Baseline outside. Non-shooting foul. Trayvon Kelly's actually going to be the one who picks up the foul. He was also there guarding on the backside. A little bit of a reach in. So 2:01. Opening quarter, Cats up 12-4, and now, reset on the shot clock as East had possession there, they say, or because of the foul, excuse me. Elio Sarin with the basketball up high off the inbound. Cats looking around the perimeter, can't find anything. Rogelio Sarin almost had his pocket pick, gets it back to Corey Smith. Takes a couple dribbles, Trayshawn, 3 from straight on, off the back of the iron, and the ball will bounce around. Bobcats get it back. Keep it alive, Rogelio. Off the backboard, no good on the 3 as it hit the back of the iron, hit the backboard. East comes away with it. Rogelio Sarin doesn't usually try threes, but when he does, he's connected so far this season. Now 3 on the other side of things by Bryant Nunez. No go for him, a 25% three-point shooter. 9 points, 5 rebounds in the previous matchup with the Bobcats. Nunez actually did start back on December 19th, but not starting coming off the bench here tonight. Bobcats turnover, and it's back to the Scarlets with 1:04 in the opening quarter. Something going on with the scorers table. People pressing a bunch of buttons. Bunch of buzzers. I don't know. Finally, we see Carter DiNetto check in. Corey Smith is out. And it's like honking your horn at somebody to come outside your front door. They're honking the horn to get the official to come over. Now they do. Come over to the scorers table. And they're talking down low. You see head coach Apple just looking on there. Butch not happy with something. I mean, somebody could have wrote something in cursive. I mean, you never know. But I think we're good. We got a thumbs up there from Coach Apple, so we're all square. 60 seconds to go. Open quarter, 12-4. Cats with the lead. Nunez, strong, rebound. Trayshawn Brooks off a missed 3 from straight on. Trayshawn Brooks brings it back up himself. He's grabbed. No continuation there as a foul will be on the floor back at the free throw stripe. And a hold is going to be called on Trayvon Kelly. Going to be his second and the third foul in this opening quarter of play inside the roundhouse. Bobcats with the basketball, top of the key, over to Giannetto, left wing, 3s off the right side, no good. Jamal Taylor skies for the rebound for East. Bring it up to the right, high post now spins in the middle of the paint. Good shot block right there from behind by Jacob Thiessen. Cats in transition, Giannetto flying. It's a 1-on-2, misses the layup. Lamar Johnson is checked in. I think that's maybe what the question was at the scorer's table. In transition, awkward looking 3, let it fly. It's no good from long distance. Trayvon Kelly not able to get it to go. 4 seconds, 2 seconds. Trayshawn at the buzzer. 14-4. Bobcats leading it at the end of 1. Good play right there to end the first score for Trayshawn Brooks. A little slow start for him, but he finally finds his first bucket of the night, and the Cats take a 10-point lead to the second quarter on KFJB-TV.
The equity in your home is power. Power to remodel your home. Take a memorable vacation. Add a deck or patio. Lennox Employees Credit Union can help you unleash the financial power you possess with a home equity loan. Consolidate debt, fund a student loan, or pay for a wedding. The loan process is easy. See Lennox Employees Credit Union, 1004 East Main Street in Marshalltown. Member NCUA, Equal Housing Lender. Online at lennoxecu.com.
My name's Carter Giannetto, and I'm watching Bobcat basketball on KFJB-TV.
4-4 on score as Trayshawn Brooks. It's a runner in the paint as we go to the second quarter. That's how we ended the first, as the Bobcats looking to get back to 500 with a win here tonight. Also non-conference, but Bobcats playing a conference opponent here tonight in the Des Moines East Scarlets. They are 1-9, 1-5 in the Iowa Lions South. South meets North here tonight in the Marshalltown Roundhouse. So 14-4 our score. Bobcats will begin the second quarter with the basketball. We're on a Super Tuesday. Brianna Lewis with you. Thanks for joining us tonight. A lot of clerical work here tonight, it seems, on all accounts. We start the second quarter. 10-point lead for the Bobcats. Kyle Smith already 2 threes knocked down if you're just joining us. He hit 8 in the previous meeting. Trace ball ripped away on a left side drive down the paint. And he could in transition. Good play by Jamal Taylor, who's got 4 in the game, as he takes it all the way in a right side of the hoop. Layup is good. And now we have, I believe, an illegal screen. And a block going to be called on the Bobcats. That'll be on Lamar Johnson, his first foul of the night. All on the side out here in front of the Scarlets bench. It's passed into Abel Michael. Michael running the point. He got the start tonight. Trayshawn Brooks pokes the ball away, gathers it back in. Swing over to left wing. Bryce Dix is checked in. First time we've seen him tonight. The Taylor free throw line jumper is good. And Jamal Taylor, he has 6 in the game. He's got a confident look about him, a 6'1" senior. And now he's going to tip one away into the scorers table. He'll stay with the Bobcats. But boy, Jamal Taylor, a little bit of a problem here tonight, unlike what we saw earlier this season. And he's getting his guys going right now, clapping, all that good stuff. You like to see it from a coaching standpoint. Giannetto, as well as Trayshawn Brooks, Corey Smith, Kyle Smith, Rogelio Sarin. 5 of the floor for the Bobcats. And a little lazy pass for the Bobcats there as Bryce Dix knocks it out of bounds. Giannetto was looking to go to Kyle Smith. A little bit of that rust here in the second quarter. As we mentioned, a little sloppiness. Still the Bobcats with a lead. Kyle Smith, catch and shoot 3. Off the inbound play is no good from the far side corner. Rebound, outlet up to Michael. He'll charge in. Defense was slacking off a little bit right there. And he drives into the left block. He's fouled on the way up. Layup is no good, but 2 free throws coming for Abel Michael. And he might be able to get this one back to a 4-point game with 2 free throws. So just like that, man, you can't get caught napping against the Scarlets here. And a lot of teams, second time around, you know, they know a little bit of your tendencies. And Scarlets not looking like they're going to go anywhere here tonight. But Michael misses the first free throw. Michael with no points so far tonight. So first free throw no good with 6:34 in the second quarter. Second free throw to come. And Michael will make it a 5-point game. Trayshawn Brooks will bring it up into the front court. Looking to his right now, looks back left to Giannetto. And I give it a go. And Jamal Taylor's there for the steal. Out of the left block, he'll bring it up court himself. Hand off to Dix, looking for a 3. Now takes a long 2, but the Bobcats stepped in front. I think that was Giannetto. Got enough just in front. And off the mark is Dix. Kyle Smith. Back to Corey Smith now. As Kyle Smith gets a screen. 3. No good. Left wing. And Kyle Smith can't connect on that one as Corey Smith, his brother, handed off to him. Michael slips, loses the basketball. Giannetto comes away with it. A one-on-one. And the layup, no good. But Kyle Smith there from behind. Rebound, putback is good. And Kyle Smith, the sophomore, just outworking the Scarlets on that play. 16-9, 5.5 minutes inside the roundhouse. on a Super Tuesday. Bobcat boys trying to do what the girls did, win here tonight against the Scarlets, 50-21. Missed shot on the right side. Rebound outlet to Corey Smith. Now up to Giannetto, near side corner off the front side of the iron. No good. Michael rebound. He'll charge against Trayshawn Brooks. Spin move down the right high post. Now back out to Dix. A three from long distance. In and out. Boy, it pops in and out right there from the left wing. And Trayshawn Brooks skies the ladder for the rebound. 5 minutes to go before halftime. Brooks at the top of the key, gets a screen from Rogelio Sarin, feeds back to Sarin, extra pass, Giannetto, nobody there, baseline drive, left side, layup is good. And timeout on the floor, we'll take a timeout with him, 4:51 second quarter, Cats back up by 9 on KFJB-TV.
Don't let concerns about shifts in the market disrupt your long-term financial goals. Edward Jones Financial Advisors can help. He'll work with you on an investment strategy for long-term results. Edward Jones can give you the tools and knowledge for a steady approach to hitting your financial targets. Get started by giving Zach Wall a call at 641-752-3017 in Marshalltown or visiting edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Hey Bobcat Nation, it's Jacob Hayes. You're watching Bobcat Basketball on KFJB-TV.
18-9 is our score as the Bobcats force a timeout there by the Scarlets, as the Bobcats able to get in transition, get a bucket, and the Scarlets take that timeout. They'll have the basketball after the made bucket. And the 2-point bucket by Carter Giannetto. He has 4 on the night. Trayshawn with 2. 8 for Kyle Smith tonight. Rogelio Sarin with a bucket and Corey Smith also with a bucket. Dix almost turns it over, keeps it for the Scarlets. Backdoor play. It is a good play by Nunez as he's checked back in. And the baseline run makes himself a target and finishes with that layup. 18-11. Corey Smith high points the basketball, drives down to the right block. Turnaround jumper, good. Count it. Right there, Corey Smith with 4 in the game, and the senior with a beautiful move. Now a tie-up. Giannetto almost got a turnover in the paint as Craig Farley was able to get it back to Abel Michael. Michael free throw line, turnaround jumper against Giannetto guarding. Didn't have a hand in his face, had a pretty clean look, but couldn't get the shot to go. Kyle Smith comes away with the basketball. Bring it up court himself, gets a slight screen from Giannetto. Giannetto passes over to Thiessen. Thiessen drops it in. Corey Smith loses the basketball. Now to Rogelio Sarin. Sarin drives baseline, has to kick back out to Corey Smith. Now Corey Smith inside the paint, loses it. East comes away with it. Nunez, though, chucks it away. Bobcats have it. Kyle Smith with the basketball. Back to Jacob Thiessen. Giannetto feeds over to Corey Smith, far side corner, drives baseline, and Nunez. A little bit of a hook right there on Corey Smith as he drove down to the right block for the right baseline. So Bobcat basketball, baseline right side. You see DeMarco Turner having a little conversation with the official there on KFJB-TV. They've had a few conversations early on here. Giannetto talking to himself is an air ball 3, but he puts a hand up in the path of a pass, and they say it was last touched by East. I think that one was tipped by the Bobcats initially, but East must have touched it down low. But anyway, good job by Giannetto defensively to knock that pass off the mark with a 9-point lead here. 3:07 to go before halftime. Giannetto checks out into the game for the Bobcats. Trayshawn Brooks back in. He'll run the point. Bobcats working around the perimeter. Sarin has to give it up, and now Trayshawn with it at the top of the key. Just outside the free throw line. That is a dart right in there for 2 for Trayshawn Brooks. He has 4 on the night. And they're going to call a foul on that as well. I did not see the foul come in late, but yeah, there is a foul. Jamal Taylor will pick up the foul, his 2nd of the night. And the and one for Trayshawn Brooks. And it's good. 54% free throw shooter on the season. 5 of the night for Trayshawn. Big play right there. Michael, a three, trying to answer. Can't get it to go. Skims off the iron. Right side rebound. Kyle Smith will push. Gives it up to Corey Smith. Drives baseline to left block. Good defense right there, but an even better play. Jamal Taylor stepped in front of Corey Smith, but he was able to step around to the right side and put up a shot from inside, and it's good. 25-11. Bobcats with a 14-point lead, just like that. Down to 5. The Cats not napping here tonight, and boy, what a big play. Corey Smith, block shot, it's out of bounds. Right side, Craig Farley driving, Tate Warren was driving. And denied right there as East wanted a foul, but no whistle from the officials other than out of bounds. Last touch on the Bobcats. Michael gets it near side corner, 3, skims off the iron. Kyle Smith rebound again. He'll push the ball up court. Looks for Thiessen, 3. Spots up far side corner. It's no good. Michael backside gets the rebound on left block. As now ball knocked out of bounds by Rogelio Sarin right in front of the scorer's table. As there's that rejection by Corey Smith. Yeah, a good amount of body contact, but we'll give it to him right there. Minute 38 to go before halftime. Bobcats leading 25-11. Jamal Taylor looked good here tonight. Backdoor play. They found Craig Farley, but Farley hit the bottom of the hoop. Can't get it to go. He's had a rough night shooting, and now he's got a foul. Frustration foul there for sure for Craig Farley, who's not had his night tonight. That'll be his first foul of the night. Third team foul here in the second. And neither team going to hit that 5-foul mark here in the first half, it looks like. So pretty clean game from that aspect. 25-11, Bobcat basketball. Corey Smith down low. Trayshawn Brooks, he's going to be fouled. And that's number 2 on Craig Farley. Back-to-back fouls on Farley. Baseline right side. Non-shooting foul, they rule. As Trayshawn skied to get the basketball, the pass, as it was high. And in that process, he was fouled. So Farley with his second. That's the 4th foul on East. So maybe I was wrong. Maybe one team will get to 5 here in this first half and a quarter. Trayshawn Brooks at the top of the key after the inbound for the Bobcats. A step back long 2, and it's again good. Trayshawn Brooks knocks that one down. 7 points for the senior tonight in the first half. Dix, left wing. Guarded by Thiessen, who knocks it out of bounds into the student section. 43 seconds remaining before halftime. So to Brian Murphy, head girls basketball coach, after the ladies improved to 5-6 with a win tonight. East will inbound into the backcourt. Abel Michael has it. Now into the front court. Trayshawn Brooks guarding. Jamal Taylor with the basketball. Was looking to drive there, but kicks it out right wing. Now back to Michael. Reset the offense with 10 seconds on the shot clock. Michael with it. Now down to 5 seconds on the shot clock, and a reach-in foul is going to be called. Jamal Taylor with the basketball, but Trayshawn Brooks was guarding from behind, and Trayshawn Brooks will pick up his second foul of the night. As getting off the bench is Carter Giannetto. He'll check back in for the Bobcats, replacing the man who just picked up that foul, Trayshawn Brooks. 27-11, our score. Bobcats leading it inside the roundhouse. Taylor gets the inbound. Shot clock is off. Puts the shot up. It is strong. Rebound rimmed out front side as Giannetto comes away with the basketball. Bobcats will play for the final shot here in the first half, leading 27-11. Rogelio Sarin, far side corner, wide open for a 3. Can't get the shot. Michael, full court shot. Time, and that's how we go to the break. 27-11. Bobcats leading it at halftime. After a very good start to this one, they led 14-4 at the end of the first quarter. Now 27-11 at the halftime break. We'll get you stats, get you some scores from around the area, and we'll also talk to head basketball coach for the girls, Brian Murphy. He won earlier tonight, 50-21. Bobcat boys leading at the break, 27-11 here on KFJB-TV.
The votes have been tallied and the people have spoken. Central Iowa's home comfort specialist, Honest Heating and Cooling, is honored to have been voted best of the best in HVAC by you and the Times Republican. As a thanks, Honest is offering a 10% off sale, 10% off diagnostics, 10% off tune-ups, and ductwork renovation, 10% off full system upgrades. Offer valid in September. So thanks for voting for Honest Heating and Cooling, where you'll find Amana, America's brand for comfort. Honest.
Picture yourself at Marshalltown Community College. Become a Tiger for life. Visit ncc.iavalley.edu. Locations in both Marshalltown and Grinnell.
You should never have to wait after ordering new appliances. At Penn's Appliance, you wouldn't. With an incredible selection in stock and ready to install today. Our friendly team is here to help you pick the perfect set to match your style. And let our professional technicians install and set up your new appliances, often delivering the very next day. Stop in today, see all the new features, and find your new look at Penn's Appliance. For sales and service of everything appliance, go see the Pence team.
KFJB-TV presents the Bobcat Halftime Report.
At halftime, Bobcats lead at 27-11 as a very good first half of action. Trayshawn Brooks with 7 points, as well as 8 points in the first half for Kyle Smith. 2 made threes in that first half of action. Bobcats fighting off a little bit of rust in that first half, but I tell you what, really got things going just before halftime, and we're able to put some defensive pressure on the Des Moines Scarlets here tonight. Jamal Taylor leads scoring with 6 points. He has 6 of the 11 points tonight for the Scarlets. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll talk with Brian Murphy, girls basketball coach. They were victorious earlier tonight to get themselves to 5-6 on the season. Step aside real quick. We'll be back inside the Roundhouse next, right here on your home for the Cats, KFJB-TV.
You look forward to retirement as your time to relax. But now that it's here, turns out relaxation is overrated and you'd rather get back to work with an idea of your own. Wells Fargo Advisors can help. For more than 125 years, we've created wealth management and investment strategies aimed at achieving our clients' personal financial goals. When retirement plans change course, turn to Wells Fargo Advisors. Together, we'll go far.
Wells Fargo Advisors is located at 14 East South Ridge Road in Marshalltown. Call them at 641-752-5401. They're a member SIPC.
You'll find the perfect mattress for you at McGregor's Furniture and Mattress. You choose the firmness, comfort, and support level, all at a great price. McGregor's always has a great selection of sofas, recliners, dining room, and bedroom furniture to help you live and relax in comfort and style. Their staff will help you find just what you're looking for. McGregor's Furniture and Mattress, downtown Marshalltown, is open 7 days a week. They're proud to support Bobcat Athletics.
Today's game on KFJB-TV is brought to you by Assured Partners, power through partnership. Boy Scouts of America, Adventure On. Edward Jones, Zach Wall, your financial advisor in Marshalltown. Embers Retirement Community, independent living for active seniors. Honest Heating and Cooling, let the Honest team watch over your home's comfort 24/7.
Well, a big win earlier tonight, 50-21, as the Bobcat girls basketball team improves to 5-6. And nothing says, hey, we just got 3 games canceled. Now we wait almost another week until we play another game against Grinnell. We welcome in Brian Murphy, head coach for the Bobcats. But a good win tonight. And the team seemed like they did a lot of really good things. Got some hot shooting here tonight. Really, it was nice to see Sydney Capeyu let it fly a little bit, knock down some good shots for you. Overall, I'm sure it was a good feeling for your ladies after this one.
Yeah, certainly getting on the floor period felt pretty good. You know, we were clearly not in game shape, which is to be expected. So we were really trying to use this as an opportunity to do some conditioning in game or just get up and down the floor, get some running in. But yeah, you hit it on the head. I mean, getting Sydney to get some shots to fall, we've been kind of waiting for that all year because we know she's a great shooter, and getting some shots to fall, we want her to be shooting when she's open. And we were laughing that she's able to get both a couple threes to drop, but then also she still got a chance to get her back to the bucket and get a post-up down too. So yeah, great night for Sydney and some good balanced scoring all around.
Well, and not only maybe conditioning a little bit of a factor, but a lot of those typical ladies back doing what they do really well. I saw Ellie Hughes with some really nice plays inside. Frankie Long was hauling in more rebounds. And then Amara Johnson. I just absolutely love watching her. She is must watch ball when she is on the floor because she is racing down the floor after she gets turnovers. She was fighting for balls tonight. It's good to see that effort. Even if you're a little bit rusty, still some of those good things that you can do, rebounding, defense, we're still there tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And, I mean, even on some sloppy nights, which tonight certainly was, our defense is good about creating chaos. And, you know, we've said all year that Amara thrives in chaos. I mean, we can kind of anticipate the games where she's going to have an opportunity to shine. And certainly tonight she took an opportunity and created some of that chaos herself, which led to some positive things in transition. All
right, so you were on a long break, and now you're on a little bit of a break. What are you using this time before Saturday? I keep forgetting about Saturday. I keep thinking Monday's the next game, but the reschedule against Waterloo East on Saturday, so you'll at least have that before you go to Grinnell on Monday night. But getting ready for Waterloo East on the road.
Yeah, I mean, the first thing we were just kind of talking a little bit ago as coaches, you know, we're looking for, you know, what things can we take from this game. And one of the things we really liked is this was one of the first games all year where we felt like we drove with the purpose of drawing a defense in to look for the dump off. Tanya had one of the best passes of the year where she got Asia Thompson for, I mean, you know, the girl had 5 or 6 blocks tonight, got her up in the air, dumped it off to Ellie underneath, and we've been waiting for those kind of plays all year where somebody's playmaking and not driving in and then trying to figure it out. So, you know, we want to build on things like that because we know Waterloo is going to swarm. They're a very physical defense, so using that aggressiveness against us and that play from Tanya was a prime example.
We look forward to having the game for you here on KFJB Saturday, 3:30, right?
I believe so, yep.
All right, yeah, 3:30. We'll be there at Waterloo East. Looking forward to that one. Thanks for the time. Congrats on the win, Coach.
Thank you, appreciate it.
All right, it's Brian Murphy with us. His team now stands at 5-6 on the season after a 50-21 win against the Des Moines East Scarlets. You're watching halftime coverage inside the Roundhouse on KFJB-TV.
At Sports Plus Sports Medicine and Physical Therapy Center, we customize each patient's treatment plan to their individual needs. What does that mean? It means that not every back or knee problem is treated the same, and that your program will be unique and designed especially for your needs or problem. This improves how quickly you will return to work or sports. Sports staff is encouraging and takes pride in your successful recovery. This is just one more reason why champions choose Sports Plus Physical Therapy as their favorite place to rehabilitate and train.
As you walk inside, you know right away the place for fun is Wayward Social. There's always plenty of bowling action, so plan for your next outing to include bowling at Wayward Social. Also, meet your friends for lunch, dinner, or your favorite beverages. You will also absolutely love the daily lunch specials, Monday through Friday, including endless pizza by the slice. You choose the toppings. Wayward Social is now open at 11:30 a.m., 7 days a week. Wayward Social on South 6th Street in Marshalltown.
Time for a regional scoreboard update tonight, all brought to you by Central State Bank. Central State Bank, discover what they can do for you. Locations in Ames State Center and in West Des Moines. Well, Iowa State's leading BYU with 6 minutes left in the first half, 25-24. That's a good one tonight over on our sister station, Kicks 101.1. Cedar Rapids Jefferson 33-32. They are leading Dubuque Hempstead at halftime, and Urbandale right now leading Johnston 33-31 at the break. Second half is next right here on KFJB-TV.
Small businesses are the backbone of our community. Marshalltown Area Chamber of Commerce reminds you that when you shop locally, you are benefiting members of our community and adding to our local community overall. You'll find local business owners are generally more knowledgeable, provide better service, and even know their customers by name. Marshalltown Area Chamber of Commerce exists to be an advocate for our business community. Membership in the Chamber benefits your business and adds to the strength of our advocacy efforts. For more information on shopping locally and Chamber membership, go to marshalltown.org.
On a Super Tuesday, Bobcats leading 27-11 at halftime as East will begin with the basketball to start off the second half. Brandon Lewis with you inside the Roundhouse. Thanks for joining us tonight as we present Iowa Lions Conference basketball. So the Bobcats with a 16-point lead at the break and now come away with a steal on the opening possession for the Scarlets, and Corey Smith trying to go for the dunk, but it's a good layup, 29-11. As the Bobcats extend their lead with Corey Smith on the play. Now a layup attempt to the right side as Tegan Warren went for the turnaround jumper. It was no good. And now Kyle Smith in transition. Three skims off the iron, but Rogelio Sarin gets up there for the rebound. And the Bobcats will reset offensively. Now Corey Smith into the paint. He is bumped, and it's going to be a foul. As it looks like he is going to be all right, as foul will come in on Tegan Warren. His first of the night, non-shooting foul. Trayshawn Brooks, baseline left side, will inbound. Gets the ball back from Rogelio Sarin. Catch and shoot three off the front. Kyle Smith shakes his head as he gets back in transition. And the shot not just falling quite right for him tonight. Abel Michael bodies up. Giannetto puts a turnaround jumper up, but it's no good. Bobcats with the rebound. Trayshawn Brooks, right wing, kicks out. Corey Smith near side. He is feeling it. Rattles home the three. And Corey Smith, the senior, 11 points tonight for the Bobcats as they lead it down 32-11. They had a big third quarter down in Des Moines against Des Moines East. For some reason, I got Waterloo East on my mind. We're just talking to Coach Murphy about play Waterloo East, but Des Moines East, Bobcats had 27 points in that third quarter back on December 19th, and now starting hot in this third quarter tonight inside the Roundhouse with 6.5 minutes to go third quarter. Bobcats chasing a ball out of bounds by Trayshawn Brooks. It's back with the Des Moines East Scarlets. A kick on Giannetto on the inbounds play by Abel Michael. They were trying to go to Jamal Taylor, but Giannetto just kind of tipped that one away with his new yellow shoes. I don't know if that's a Christmas gift. We haven't really seen him in the second half of the season so far, as we've only had one game, and I can't remember back to the January 5th. I can't remember what I had for dinner last night, so probably not going to remember that a whole lot as well. 9 points tonight for Trayshawn Brooks as he puts in another one. And a jumper and a timeout's going to be taken by DeMarco Turner and the East Scarlets as the Bobcats on a run out of break. A 7-point run, 6-11, third quarter on KFJB-TV.
There's a city within a city not far from here. The city includes a beautiful apartment building with indoor parking, a chapel, a movie theater, a swimming pool, exercise and recreational facilities, putting greens, and more. The city isn't really a city, but it is a wonderful place to live. Make friends and live your best life. It's the Embers Retirement Community in Marshalltown. The Embers provides security, independence, and companionship. Beautiful grounds outside and lovely studio, 1- and 2-bedroom apartments inside. See it for yourself. The Embers in Marshalltown.
This is Jacob Thiessen. You're watching Bobcat basketball on KFJB-TV.
Well, the Des Moines East Scarlets called that timeout by DeMarco Turner as the Cats are on a 7-0 run to begin the third quarter. 34-11 is their lead. It's been really Corey Smith who's got them going. Just knocked down a three a short time ago as the Bobcats trying to get back to 500 on the season with a win here tonight inside the Roundhouse. As let's complete our scoreboard update real quick for you all, brought to you by Central State Bank. Last update we had for Grundy Center leading South Hardin 25-17. Waukee Northwest leading Southeast Polk 20-17 as they approach halftime. Denver leading East Marshall 63-57 in the third quarter. Roosevelt leading Fort Dodge 15-11 in the second quarter. And last update we had for you is Cedar Rapids Jefferson 33-32 leading Dubuque Hempstead at halftime. A bucket for the East Scarlets. 8 points tonight for Jamal Taylor. Gets another 2 to go right there. Now Corey Smith in transition. Kicks out. Gianetto, baseline drive. Near side, extra pass, right wing, 3. Hits off the left side of the iron, kicks out right. Rebound brought in by Tegan Warren. He'll bring it up himself for Des Moines East. Swings it over to Tate Warren, left wing. Now to Abel Michael. Spin around jumper in the paint. Shot's no good. Rims out right side. Rahelio Sarin with a rebound. Clear out to Gianetto. Up the script. The Bobcat script on the near side in front of the Bobcat bench. Hands it off to Trayshawn Brooks. Now drives into the paint, but had the basketball knocked away. Back to Kyle Smith, top of the key. Over to Trayshawn Brooks now, left wing. A few cuts, a few screens in there, but nothing really opening up big. Man-to-man defense by the Des Moines East Scarlets. Now Trayshawn into the paint. Kicks out, extra pass. Corey Smith from the spot. It's good. Second in a row for Corey Smith. He's got 2 threes in the second half, and now 14 on the night. Now the Bobcats tip a ball out of bounds in transition defensively. Good job right there. As our score 37-13. Jamal Taylor, the only point in the second half so far for the Scarlets. Inbounds goes to Michael, near side corner, catches it high. Now Trayshawn knocks it off of Michael, it looked like, but they say last touch by Trayshawn Brooks. And so black and red will keep the basketball on the left baseline, inbounds. Backdoor play, but Trayshawn cuts it off. They were looking for Craig Farley. Farley tracks it down, drives into the paint, puts a shot off. And it's a little out of control. A putback from the right block by Tegan Warren is no good this time. And the Bobcats clear out to Trayshawn Brooks after getting the rebound. Kyle Smith, baseline right side. He's been a little wild here tonight. Maybe it's things just moving a little bit fast for him. Corey Smith looking for Trayshawn Brooks, but they were not on the same page. Turnover Bobcats. And the score holds 37-13, 4:16, third quarter. Abel Michael out high on the left wing. Bounce pass over to Tegan Warren. High points the basketball outside free throw stripe. Doing nothing with. Now 3, right wing, off the back of the iron. And Michael knocks it out of bounds. They say possibly Corey Smith touched that last, so it'll stay with the Scarlets. Jacob Thiessen will check back in. Michael inbounds baseline right side or left side over the right block. Couldn't get it to Warren, but Warren gets it back now on the right block and has just shot blocked. Gianetto gets trapped in the corner but spins it out of there to Trayshawn Brooks. Up court off the backboard. Boy, that was a dart off the glass, and it goes to the Scarlets. They'll charge in, hangs on the iron, and Tegan Warren gets his first bucket of the night. 37-15. Bobcats a little wild with it now after a 7-0 run. Scarlets have turned it into a 4-0 run themselves to get back into this one on the road. Now Trayshawn Brooks, drive down the right side of the paint, hangs in the iron, hangs up near the iron on the right block, and the shot's no good. East in transition, popping around the perimeter. Tegan Warren with the basketball, hands off to Craig Farley. Farley. And Gianetto on him, and Gianetto tipped it away, but Abel Michael gathers it back in. We're under 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Bobcats leading at 37-15. Drive down to the left block, turnaround jumper, no good by Tegan Warren. He might be bailed out here. Shooting foul. And Jacob Thiessen will pick up the foul. That is be his first of the night. Tegan Warren, a 40% free throw shooter, will head to the line for 2. And the first one is off the back of the iron, no good. Second free throw, taking his time with it, and Warren is able to knock this one down. 3 points in the game for Tegan Warren, a junior for the Scarlets. Trayshawn Brooks, a trailing man, gets the basketball over the timeline, over to the right wing. Corey Smith, that one off the left side of the iron. Nunez with the rebound. He'll bring it up himself. He's going to charge down to the right block, trying to go coast to coast. Draws the foul. The shot was no good, but Nunez pushed the issue. And a 50% free throw shooter on season led to the line for two. As back-to-back fouls going to be issued on Jacob Thiessen. And it looks like he's going to stay in the game. He was giving a glance back to Coach Apple whether he was going to come out or not. Nunez can't knock down the first one. .62 senior with the second free throw. And that one is good. 3 points of the night for Bryant Nunez. And it's back to a 20-point game. 37-17. Bobcats averaging, give it up 53 points per game. Be well below that here tonight. Kyle Smith kind of got clogged up there. East was looking for a travel, but Kyle Smith comes away with it down to the right block, put up a layup. It was no good, but he was fouled. Officials say the foul's on Trayvon Kelly, his third of the night. Second team foul in the third quarter. With 2:01 stopped on the clock. Kyle Smith, a 73% free throw shooter. And off the front of the iron, no good. Stat column not quite filled up like some nights it is for Kyle Smith. A little bit of a shooting funk, it seems. That was really spurred by that Ames loss, 49-32. And tonight, hit a couple threes early on, but it's been pretty quiet here in the second half. Second free throw goes, so he splits him at the line, and it's 38-17. Bobcats leading by 21. 1:45 to go in the third quarter. Down to the right block. Jump shot by Craig Farley. No good with the rebound. Put back. It's good for Nunez. He has 5 in the game now. And we're approaching 90 seconds in the third quarter. Nunez got the start back in December against the Bobcats. Did not start tonight, but pretty good player and a senior. Trayshawn Brooks, high point in the basketball. Kicks it. Top of the key, Corey Smith. In and out, off the left side of the iron. It rims out, no good on the three from straight on. And Nunez, right on cue, talking about him. I think just Thiessen got in the way enough to get him off the mark on the layup attempt. So East no good on the layup. Now to Kyle Smith from Trayshawn Brooks. Bobcats were moving around there, is flying all over the place. Kyle Smith can't get the three to go, and the Bobcats last to touch the basketball as it goes out of bounds. The baseline right near the cheerleaders. And with 58 seconds to go in the third quarter, what looked to be a quarter where the Bobcats were really off to a hot start, 7-0. They have cooled down. And since that point, only scored 4 points. Giannetto's going to pick up a foul here. Starting on Michael out high. First of the night for Giannetto. Nobody in real foul trouble tonight. The only one is Trayvon Kelly, has 3 for Des Moines East. Michael with the basketball. 40 seconds, third quarter. Takes a jump shot, left high post. He's been off tonight. Bobcats have really disrupted him. He has not made a field goal, and he has 1 point. And he went 1 from 2 for the free throw line. That's how he has his 1 point tonight. Trayshawn Brooks, shot clock, game clock, nearly identical. Bobcats will take a shot. The shot clock is off now. Kyle Smith, visibly, he's usually not that way. You really can't tell. Taylor, he's been on fire all night, but launches a 3 right wing. It's no good. But Kyle Smith, visibly frustrated tonight. Can't get a shot to go. and there he can't either. Left wing, he puts his head down, misses a three on the left wing. Nunez in transition, his long-range shot just over midcourt, not going to go as we go to the fourth quarter. It's 38-19 our scores. We head to the final 8 minutes inside the Roundhouse on KFJB-TV.
Since 1967, Jensen Ford Lincoln has served generations of families around central Iowa. Quality vehicles, professional service, knowledge of our product, that's a part of Jensen. But what's more important to us is a trust that is passed down from every previous generation. Jensen Ford Lincoln wants to serve your family for generations. We want to be there for your first car. We want to be there for your family SUV. And we want to see you drive away in the Mustang you always dreamed of. At Jensen, we want to be here for you now and every mile along the way.
Hey Bobcat Nation, this is Kyle Smith. You're watching Bobcat Basketball on KFJB-TV.
38-19 our score as they throw out some prizes to the student section of blackouts tonight in the student section. Bobcats leading at 38-19 up on the Marshalltown Hy-Vee scoreboard. As we'll get you more scores to come here in a little bit. Looking at that Iowa State score, they're down to BYU at the break, 39-35. Iowa State just got ranked with the latest poll. Ranked 24, taking on number 20 BYU tonight. That one at the break. The Bobcats 38-19. We're going to push the record back to 500 with a victory inside the Roundhouse tonight. Leading handily, but definitely some rust. We'll be back in action against Waterloo West on Friday night. We'll have that one for you here on KFJB-TV. And then a Saturday trip to Waterloo East. We'll also have that one for you here on KFJB-TV. Giannetto, three from straight on. It rims off the right side. Dix with the rebound for East. He'll push it up court and throws it over the near side left wing. Jamal Taylor was almost behind him. But Taylor gathered it back in. He now hands it off up high to Craig Farley. Now Taylor, left block, good move. Up and under, puts it in off the glass. Jamal Taylor, another 2-point bucket. I tell you what, if Jamal Taylor was like 6'6", he would be one of the biggest problems in the state. Unfortunately, he's only 6'1", but he plays real well for his size. And has given the Bobcats fits here tonight. He has 10 points. Trayshawn Brooks, though, answers right back with a drive from the left wing. And the layup will go for Trayshawn Brooks. 11 for 3 tonight. Dix, NBA 3 is good. Finally gets that shot to go. It's his first one of the night, 40-24. Giannetto gives it to Trayshawn Brooks, who drives baseline, kicks it near side corner. And a foul's going to be called on the drive by Trayshawn Brooks. Foul comes in on Bryce Dix, who just made that three. That's his second foul of the night. Jacob Thiessen's checking out of the game for the Bobcats. Corey Smith is back into the game. Rogelio Sarin gets the inbounds after the foul on East. Trayshawn Brooks with the basketball, top of the key, over to Corey Smith. Drives in, has the ball ripped away. Coming away with it, Trayvon Kelly. Kelly almost lost it over the midcourt stripe, but gathers it back in to Nunez. Three. Off the back of the iron, no good, but East just fighting harder than the Bobcats. Charge it into the paint. Jamal Taylor shot won't go, but he's fouled. Corey Smith will pick up the fouls first in the night. East right there, though, just wanted more. Tate Warren. Scott up, ripped away the rebound. Got it back to Jamal Taylor, who charged into the paint. Taylor's first trip to the line tonight makes the first free throw, a 54% free throw shooter on the season. Makes a couple dribbles, and second free throw is going to rattle home as well. Jamal Taylor having a career night tonight, 12. Playing a man amongst boys tonight. More pressure being put on by East now. Trying to get themselves back into this one, down 40-26. Giannetto, kick back to Rogelio Sarin. Doesn't take the three. Dribbles the left block, now kicks back out to Trayshawn Brooks. At the top, Bobcats reset the offense. Left high post, jumper, splash. It's good for Trayshawn Brooks. 13 on the night for the senior. Dix with the basketball into the front court for the Scarlets, guarded by Giannetto. Trapped out high, but able to get it back to Tate Warren. And now loose ball. Trayvon Kelly lost it. He was driving across the free throw line. And the Bobcats get it back to Trayshawn Brooks with under 5 minutes to go. Free throw line jumper, trying his luck at something a little bit closer range. Kyle Smith, the well has really dried up for him tonight. Dixon transition, long range three. This one will not go in front of the iron. Rebound brought in by Rogelio Sarin. That one a long range shot. He likes that left wing long range shot, but Dix just couldn't convert. Corey Smith fakes a three, drives baseline just outside the right block. The jumper is no good. Rebound attempt by the Bobcats and Scarlets, last touched by the Bobcats, as they initially said it was touched by the Scarlets, but they reversed the call as the officials get together and Jamal Taylor will have it. He'll inbound baseline left side. One thing here tonight, Bobcats have led, but Coach Apple, his bench has tightened up. We have not seen a lot of the reserves checking in tonight. Bobcats have not played in a little over a week. Could be somewhat of a factor potentially, but you also think with guys getting back into that game shape after not playing for a while. Three far side, skims off the arm. Giannetto with the rebound, and he's going to be fouled by Abel Michael. Bobcat basketball with under 4 minutes to go inside the roundhouse. Bobcats leading 42-26. Kyle Smith drives baseline left side, had to pick up his dribble. Now the Bobcats working around the perimeter. Three, right wing is good for Corey Smith. And even though Kyle Smith is not knocking down the shots tonight, his brother Corey Smith is. 17 points for the senior. And that's the thing, guys, other guys stepping up. And maybe others are kind of faltering a little bit. Not always going to have your offense every night, but Corey Smith with pretty good defense here, but unfortunately Jamal Taylor up and underneath of him. And Taylor with 14. He's had a really solid night tonight for East as well. As we're approaching the 3-minute mark up on the Hy-Vee scoreboard, Bobcats 45-28. Super Tuesday action. Bobcats in the front court, right side of your TV screen and radio dial. And I think out of bounds on the baseline. Yeah, Corey Smith was a little bit too close to that baseline and stepped out of bounds as he was getting ready to dribble. Kind of moving that non-pivot foot, but here's a turnover off the inbounds. Kyle Smith comes from behind, takes the basketball away, and the layup is good for two. That's one thing about those, shots from about 1 foot out from the hoop. They usually go in. Kyle Smith did a nice job defensively right there for an easy bucket. 47-28. 2:45 to go in this one. Bobcats will move back to 500 with the victory tonight. Jamal Taylor. Jumper is good. 16. Tough to stop that guy. That is for sure. Now a turnover on the Bobcats. Corey Smith loses it out of bounds. I mean, it's a 27-point lead, a 17-point lead for the Bobcats right now, but it definitely doesn't feel like 17. Feels a little bit closer than that. Bobcats have led by 21. I believe was the largest lead of the night. Still taking care of business inside the roundhouse. Des Moines East down to the left block. Jumper is way over the hoop as Trayvon Kelly missed. Michael got the ball initially, but now loses it as Kyle Smith comes away with it. To Trayshawn Brooks over the cat logo at midcourt. Up the left wing. Giannetto has it. Down to the left block, he drives. Ball hangs on the iron, no good. Trayshawn swats at the basketball, and he's going to pick up a foul from behind as Jamal Taylor beat him out for the rebound. Third foul of the night for the Bobcat guard, Trayshawn Brooks. And a few reserves going to check in now for the Des Moines East Scarlets. Malik Williams, one of those guys to check in, as well as Nolan Gee. And we don't have a 33 on our initial roster, but and our secondary roster, not a 33 on there as well. So a guy, he's got a lot of hair, and he's wearing 33. He's into the game for East. 90 seconds to go. Bobcats with a 17-point lead. And now Kyle Smith forces a turnover. He'll take it himself coast to coast. Layup is good. And a timeout's going to be called on the floor. We'll take a quick timeout with them. This is Bobcat Basketball. You're watching KFJB-TV.
At Honest Heating and Cooling, they take comfort seriously. Their latest offering? Smart Integrity Monitoring. Combined with an honest maintenance plan, it takes all the guessing out of home comfort. Their technicians take accurate measurements of all the necessary parameters and deliver you the truth about where your home's comfort stands. If you're not measuring, you're just guessing. That's honest. Get a Smart Integrity Monitoring plan and let the Honest team watch over your home's comfort 24/7. Honest Heating and Cooling.
Back inside the roundhouse out of the timeouts. 1:18 to go in the basketball game up on the Marshalltown Hy-Vee scoreboard. 49-30, Bobcats leading it. Few reserves have checked in, and the three by Nunez is good. That one from straight on, and now a full timeout's going to be taken here after that three. 49-33, 1:07 to go in the basketball game. We'll take a timeout with them. This is Bobcat Basketball. You're watching KFJB-TV.
Don't let concerns about shifts in the market disrupt your long-term financial goals. Edward Jones financial advisor Zach Wall can help. He'll work with you on an investment strategy for long-term results. Edward Jones can give you the tools and knowledge for a steady approach to hitting your financial targets. Get started by giving Zach Wall a call at 641-752-3017 in Marshalltown or visiting edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
The right insurance agent can make all the difference. Assured Partners agents represent multiple insurance companies. They can pick and choose from a larger variety of outstanding insurance options. Assured Partners also handles life and health insurance and Medicare supplement coverage. With access to local, regional, and national insurance companies, Assured Partners will create policies tailored to the coverage you need. For more information, go online to assuredpartners.com/Marshalltown. Power through partnership with Assured Partners in Marshalltown, Toledo, and West Des Moines.
Welcome back inside the roundhouse on KFJB-TV. 1:07 to go in the game. Bobcats get improved to 5-5. Scarlets will drop to 1-10 as reserves have checked in. Galileo Dor, he'll check in. Ring, as well as Ryan Schmidt, Jacob Hayes, and Lamar Johnson, the 5 in the game for the Bobcats. Johnson, right wing, catches the basketball. Gives it back to Hayes. Now back to Lamar Johnson. Now Jor. Now to Tate Ring. Baseline drive. Ring off the mark. And 33, who we do not have on any roster in the house. He got the rebound. Jumper. Baseline right side's no good. Lamar Johnson with a rebound. Jor will get the handoff. Left wing. And he dribbles it back out from a little bit of pressure. Bobcats just trying to dribble this thing out. Tate Ring has it. Now to Jacob Hayes. Jor will dribble out the final, and that will be it. 49-33 here tonight inside the Roundhouse. Bobcats now 5-5 on the season as they move back to 500. Scarlets drop to 1-10 with a 49-33 victory for the Bobcats. So a clean sweep of the Scarlets for the Bobcat girls and boys on the season. And a doubleheader win here tonight on a Super Tuesday. Coming up, we will head to the locker room report. We'll get a chat with head coach Mike Apple, and also we'll check area scores and get you final stat updates. This is Bobcat basketball. You're watching KFJB-TV.
Some drivers trade cars every year or every other year. Some drive their cars till they drop. Whatever kind of driver you are, Lennox Employees Credit Union is here to get you into the car for your style of driving. You're invited to go to our website, lennoxecu.com, for membership eligibility and loan rates, or call the office to talk to a loan officer. The loan process is quick and easy. Low auto loan rates from Lennox Employees Credit Union, 1004 East Main Street in Marshalltown. Member NCUA.
Legends American Grill is Marshalltown Steakhouse. Ribeyes and sirloins, aged, hand-cut, and served with your choice of 2 of Legends' legendary sides and a dinner roll. If you are a prime rib fan, Legends has prime rib every Friday and Saturday starting at 4 p.m. With 3 sides to choose from, it's chef-seasoned and slow-cooked to tender, juicy perfection. Try Legends prime rib, and you'll know why it's Marshalltown's favorite. Legends American Grill is Marshalltown Steakhouse.
The KFJB-TV Locker Room Report, presented by Wells Fargo Advisors in Marshalltown.
Well, final tonight, Bobcats win it inside the Roundhouse 49-33 in a really good effort for Corey Smith. He finishes with 17 points. His final three made shots were all threes as he ended on a hot stretch. Kyle Smith, a little bit of a rough night shooting for him. He did make just 2 threes tonight. He had 13 for the Bobcats. Trayshawn Brooks, nice night for him, 13. Carter Giannetto with 4, and Rogelio Sarin for 2. For the East Scarlets, leading them, Jamal Taylor made him look like an all-star tonight. 16 points, but the rest of the Scarlets didn't do a whole lot. Bryant Nunez came off the bench. He had 8, and thought he had a pretty good performance. He played well. Craig Farley with 2. Bryce Dix with 3. Abel Michael, he was really shut down. He averages 11 points per game. But the Bobcats did a really good job on guarding him tonight. He had 11 points, 6 rebounds in the last matchup tonight. Just 1 point for Abel Michael. So great performance on the defensive end of things for the Bobcats. Bobcats now 5-5 on the season with the victory. They get back to 500. As their last loss was against the Ames Little Cyclones on January 5th, but look to complete a little bit of a run before they play them coming up in February. Scarlets drop to 1-10 on the season with a loss here. They take on Lincoln on Friday night. This is the Locker Room Report. You're watching KFJB-TV.
You look forward to retirement as your time to relax. But now that it's here, turns out relaxation is overrated, and you'd rather get back to work with an idea of your own. Wells Fargo Advisors can help. For more than 125 years, we've created wealth management and investment strategies aimed at achieving our clients' personal financial goals. When retirement plans change course, turn to Wells Fargo Advisors. Together, we'll go far.
Wells Fargo Advisors is located at 14 East South Ridge Road in Marshalltown. Call them at 641-752-5401. They're a member SIPC.
There's a city within a city not far from here. The city includes a beautiful apartment building with indoor parking, a chapel, a movie theater, a swimming pool, exercise and recreational facilities, putting greens, and more. The city isn't really a city, but it is a wonderful place to live. Make friends and live your best life. It's the Embers Retirement Community in Marshalltown. The Embers provides security, independence, and companionship. Beautiful grounds outside and lovely studio, 1- and 2-bedroom apartments inside. See it for yourself. The Embers in Marshalltown.
Today's game on KFJB-TV is brought to you by Jensen Ford, with you every mile along the way. Legends American Grill, Marshalltown Steakhouse. Lennox Employees Credit Union, lennoxecu.com. Marshalltown Area Chamber, Marshalltown, more than ever. Marshalltown Community College, a step in the right direction.
49-33 our final tonight up on the Marshalltown Hy-Vee scoreboard. Time to get a regional scoreboard update. All brought to you by Central State Bank. Discover what Central State Bank can do for you. Locations in Ames, State Center, and in West Des Moines. Well, halftime, BYU leading Iowa State 39-35. At the end of the third quarter, Roosevelt leading Fort Dodge 61-32. Final tonight, 63-52. Johnston tops Urbandale. Dubuque Hempstead over Cedar Rapids Jefferson 65-31. Bobcats were supposed to take on Cedar Rapids Jefferson last week. That one has been pushed to later in the season. We'll have that one for you on the road. Colonesco 71-29. They take down Meskwaki tonight. Murray 75-56 tops Collins Maxwell. Clear Creek Amana 53-48 over South Tama in a close one right there tonight. So that's some of the finals we have for you on this Super Tuesday. Usually at this time we will award our Calvin Rocket Bar and Grill Player of the Game, but we do want to pass along our thoughts and I guess sympathy, prayers for Calvin Rocket. I know they going through a hardship right now. They had a pipe burst and a lot of water damage in Calvin Rocket. So really just a terrible situation. And Garrett, of course, owned the Flying Elbow, which was damaged in the tornado a few years past. So I know that he is dealing with a lot, and so we hope that everything is a speedy process, but we know it'll probably be a long one, and wish them nothing but the best. So please do what you can to kind of help out with Calvin Rocket in their situation as they look to recover. Of course, the weather doing a lot of crazy things with how cold it has been, so not an easy situation for them in their cleanup process. So anyway, we want to know. We are out there looking out for Calvin Rocket and hope you are too as well. So right now our player of the game kind of put on a little bit of a hold, but hopefully we can figure out some things and award some players doing some great things, because tonight it would have been Corey Smith, 17 points. Thought he did a great job on defensive end, forced a few turnovers, hit some big buckets as shots weren't really going for Kyle Smith and some of the other teammates, but he really stepped up and made a difference here tonight for the Bobcats as they get back to 500 on the season. This is the Locker Room Report. You're watching KFJB-TV.
Hey Bobcats, this is Garrett with Calvin Rocket. I'm happy to partner up with KFJB and continue the tradition of Bobcat Player of the Week. Follow us on social media for all your Calvin favorites, news specials, and exciting news that's coming down the road. Stop on in and give us a try. We're open Monday through Thursday, 11 to 9 p.m., Friday and Saturday, 11 to 10 p.m., and Sundays. We'll see you at Calvin Rocket, and go Bobcats.
You planned and saved for your child to go to college, but medical school after graduation was a surprise. A happy, expensive surprise. Wells Fargo Advisors can help. For more than 125 years, we've created wealth management and investment strategies aimed at achieving our clients' personal financial goals. When opportunities surprise you, turn to Wells Fargo Advisors. Together, we'll go far.
Wells Fargo Advisors is located at 14 East South Ridge Road in Marshalltown. Call them at 641-752-5401. They're a member SIPC.
The KFJB-TV Locker Room Report, presented by Wells Fargo Advisors in Marshalltown.
Back inside the Roundhouse, it's our Locker Room Report. Post-game interview with head coach Apple, all brought to you by Laurel Diesel Services, your locally owned qualified diesel mechanics. Bobcats inside the Roundhouse with a win, 49-33. Coach, a little bit of rust out there, but boy, I tell you what, the defense, and you guys really brought it. Thought it was pretty impressive with only allowing 11 points in the first half of action. They were able to get a few more shots in the second half. Jamal Taylor is a little bit of a problem. If he was like 6'6", he'd be nearly unguardable for a lot of teams. But anyway, with it all said, I thought defense did a really good job, kind of set the tone early on tonight.
Yeah, for the most part, our defense was good. It's just a game where our effort wasn't quite as good as it should be, in my opinion. I just felt like they missed a lot of easy shots and things like that. But, for the most part, we did a nice job guarding. We And we had a hard time shooting the ball tonight.
Yeah, Kyle Smith really struggled tonight. He made a couple threes early on, but you could see him out there. He doesn't usually shake his head and give those signs, but he was giving some of those signs a little bit of a frustration. But his brother, Corey, sure picked it up. He had 17 tonight.
Yeah, he did. Corey did a nice job scoring the ball. So that's great when Kyle's not scoring it well, somebody else has to be able to score it for us. So we're going to struggle a little bit, and Corey did a nice job of that tonight.
I feel like you kind of alluded to maybe the effort wasn't there. I felt like going into the second quarter, that's where it was most notable early on, but they kind of turned up the pressure going into halftime and kind of ended well. But, yeah, you're right. I mean, I'm sure that can be a little bit of that lull, right? That game tempo that you need to be in.
Yeah, and it's something we talk about quite a bit is when things aren't going our way and we're not making open shots. We missed a lot of open shots tonight. We got to continue to play hard and continue to get stops. And, I feel like they missed a lot of easy looks tonight as well. And if they make those, it's a lot closer game than it was.
Win is a win, though, right?
Yeah.
You get back to 500 here tonight. You go into your game on Friday night. What's your emphasis over the next couple of days for your team?
Well, the message in the locker room was we have to have 2 really good practices here. With last week, with the 3 canceled games, and we got practice instead, and then we can't practice because it's no school. There's no consistency there, and we talk a lot about consistency and controlling what we can, and there's a lot of that. That is tough,
It's going against what you're preaching, right?
Yeah, it's tough for high school kids to do that.
Yeah.
But I just really challenge them. Like, we have to have 2 really good practices here and compete against each other and get after it. So we're ready for West on Friday because, if we play like this and against them, it's not going to be pretty.
Waterloo West has a guard averaging about 22 points a game. So going to have your work cut out for you on the defensive end on Friday night, right?
Yeah, no, they're a good team. They got a lot of skilled players and they have the ability to score it. So we that's where our efforts got to be a lot better. Those shots they missed tonight, West isn't going to miss those ones.
Yeah. Well said, Coach. We'll talk to you Friday night. Appreciate the time.
Thank you.
All right, that is head coach Mike Apple with us on our locker room report. Post-game chat all brought to you by Laurel Diesel Services. We'll wrap things up next. Back inside Roundhouse on KFJB-TV.
When Mike Overton moved to Laurel, Iowa, he had a vision to have a diesel repair shop that would support his growing family and passion for working on diesel engines. Being part of the East Marshall community means ensuring that farmers, truck drivers, and businesses run smoothly. With a large building and state-of-the-art equipment, Laurel Diesel Services is always up for a challenge. If farm trucks, semis, or other diesel equipment requires maintenance or the occasional repair, take it to Laurel Diesel Services.
It's Adventure On for Marshalltown Scouting. Adventures like backpacking, ziplining, rock climbing, canoeing, swimming, and more. Survival skills for a Scout's greatest adventure, life. Scouts give back to the community. Marshalltown Scouts have provided over 1 million hours of service to our community in our 70-plus year history. Scout leaders are highly trained in screen. Parents are a huge part of Scouting, too. Scouting provides unique opportunities available nowhere else. To learn more about Scouting in Marshalltown, go to iascouts.org. Adventure On.
The KFJB-TV Locker Room Report, presented by Wells Fargo Advisors in Marshalltown.
Back in on the Locker Room Report here on KFJB-TV in the Conference of Champions. We go non-conference on Friday night as we match up with the Hawks of Waterloo West. Coverage begins at 7:20 on Friday night as the Bobcats will take on Waterloo West. We look forward to bringing you that one here inside the Roundhouse. A home matchup. The next day, Saturday, we'll be on the road at Waterloo East. For our crew tonight, thanks so much to our producer, Jeff Brooks, back at the radio studios, our on-site producer, Zach Tomish, Keith Stewart, Jesse Meyer on camera. I'm Brandon Lewis. Have a great rest of your Super Tuesday. You've been watching Marshalltown Bobcat basketball, a victorious night for the girls and boys right here on your home for the Cats, KFJB-TV.
Today's game on KFJB-TV was brought to you by Assured Partners, Boy Scouts of America, Edward Jones, Agent Zach Wall, Embers Retirement Community, Honest Heating and Cooling, Jensen Ford, Legends American Grill, Lennox Employees Credit Union, Marshalltown Area Chamber, Marshalltown Community College, McGregor's Furniture and Mattress, Pence Appliance and TV, Wayward Social, Zeno's, Wandering Creek, Wells Fargo Advisors, Laurel Diesel Services, Calvin Rocket, your Marshalltown Hy-Vee, Central State Bank,